Alright, in this video we'll see how to add a review in your single product page. We'll not just be adding review, we'll add our image along with the review. Let's suppose say I have bought this t-shirt and I want to give a review. I'm going to upload an image. So let's say this, and I'm going to give a review with some comment, and if I click on submit, you'll find my review would be posted along with the image. So this is my comment and this is my image which I have uploaded by wearing this t-shirt. Now this is one of the requirement which one of my client asked it. So let me show you how I have created. So to understand this, we have to understand how WordPress architecture is. So WooCommerce uses WordPress comment table. So these are actually comments, but in WooCommerce we call it as review. So what happens is whatever review you give, it will stored inside the comment table. This is just an overview. We're not going to dive deeper. So all our comments are stored here, and extra information about the comment is stored in comment meta. So why do we need extra information? So this is actually how the WordPress is set up. The extra information that we are adding to this particular module is image. So we'll store the image URL in the comment meta in the form of key value. So this is review image, this is key, and this is value. You can see this is what I have uploaded now, key and value pair. So this is how you have to this is the way WordPress stores your extra information in the table called comment and comment meta. And now let's see how these files are getting displayed. So what WordPress will do is, WordPress has a template. So you have to get it also. WooCommerce has a template. You have to get into plugins, WooCommerce, and inside WooCommerce you will find a single product, templates, then single product. Inside single product you have three different files, which is review, rating, review, and review meta. So you have to pick those files. So now we'll understand how these data is getting rendered. Consider review.php is a wrapper. Review.php is a wrapper, and this review.php has your review meta and rating. So review meta is nothing but your admin and information. Rating is the star. I have skipped star for now. Let's just focus on review.php. So the review.php is responsible for displaying this particular section. So the avatar icon, the user who has left the comment, the date, the uploaded image, the comment text. So these are getting displayed in the review.php. Review.php is a wrapper for review meta and rating. So that's the only thing that you have to know. Now let's focus on review.php. So these review.php, you see this add action is there. So if suppose you want to add some of the content, any content, either could be dynamic or either could be static, just above your admin text, just after your comment text. So that's the reason we have this simple do action here. So let's say you want to insert some information just above your comment meta. So this is a hook that you have to override it. Now internally, where this hook is defined. So in WordPress, what it does is, I hope this is clear. When you want to add something just above your meta, you will use this hook and write it in your plugin. But internally, where this hook is defined, you need to get into WooCommerce folder, where you will find includes folder and WooCommerce template hook. Template hook is where your hooks are defined. So this is a hook, just copy it, and if you place it, you'll find this is a hook. This is where it got defined. Now let's pick another. Let's pick this and paste it. See, this is the hook that is defined, and when the hook is called, the WooCommerce runs its relevant function. Where this relevant function is defined, again in the same includes folder, you will find WooCommerce template function, and now you see it's defined over here. If suppose you want to modify, you can simply modify this text. And so just to give you an example, if suppose there is a avatar icon where you want to show this user is verified. You'll use some logic, and you'll find in the hook template, you'll find the function that is triggering, that will be triggered when this hook is attached. So you'll copy and find, and let's just try something called verified text here, and if I refresh, you will find. So this is without CSS. With CSS you can make this even better. So I'm just showing you how this is getting called in the WooCommerce core core folder files. Usually what we do is what it is already done in this file. So what we will do is we will simply call this hook and attach our function, and that function will do all the modification that is required. So that's the same thing which is already WooCommerce folder does in the WooCommerce template function. So I'll leave this to you, and we have seen how we have seen how data is stored in the table, and we have seen how the file is getting rendered, and now we'll see how to modify this file based on our requirement. So let's start creating a plugin. So let me deactivate this old plugin so that it doesn't conflict with a new one. So now what we need is, let's just close all. We'll create a new file, new folder, and call it as review, and inside review we need a new PHP file. It's recommended to have the same plugin name, so it's review.php, and we need to pass some information about our plugin, and we will name it as review2, and this is the version number and the author name. Now what we need to attach, so we need to attach, let me just duplicate this. We need to attach a simple HTML with this button. So for that we'll use a hook. When the hook is triggered, this function will get called, and when this function get called, I am using a form field, which is I have a label and I have a input field for the button. So let me just, so this is how it will look without our plugin. I think I have not activated it. Let me activate our plugin. So this is how it looks without our activation of plugin. So once I activate it, you'll find just above your rating, you'll find a new button called choose file. So once we have attached this, now what we need to do is, when this comment is getting saved, we want our image to get saved. So for what we are going to do is, let's just understand how PHP stores the uploaded file. So when we upload a file, let's choose this and select this. What happens is, let's just talk about only PHP, and later we'll go on WordPress. What happens is, PHP will create a temporary folder and move the uploaded file. This is not saved yet. Move the uploaded file, and then it will create the variable called files, and it will store all the information about the image, whether it's going to be what type it is, whether it's going to be what name it is, whether it's going to be what size is it. These are going to store in the files. So once this file is set up, what we have to do is, as a developer, we have to use move uploaded file function. So why we are doing this? Because we need to save the uploaded image from temporary folder to a folder which we want us to upload. So this is the flow of PHP. Now in WordPress, these all things are done with the help of an API called upload API. So we are going to use upload API in this particular plugin, which will take care of these. So as a PHP developer, what we have to do is we have to take care of the security also, whether the file is not malware, only the image file is uploaded, not PHP file or not any other backend file, so it corrupts our database. So all these things, as a developer, we have to take care of it when we are using PHP. But in WordPress, these are done with the help of an API called upload API. We are going to use here. So when a comment is saved, I want a function to get triggered where that function will check whether this input file has a value or not with the help of name attribute. You can see whether the input file is there or not. If there is a file that is attached, then use the upload API. The upload API is defined in the includes file.php, and this is the function that will take care of all the things which I have mentioned, like moving the file to a uploaded folder and checking for security and checking for the file is not a malware, and everything else is taken care by this wp underscore handle underscore upload. And as I said, a new variable would get saved, and we are also passing those variable to the upload file and saying that this is going to be the front end form, not the back end form. And once it is set, everything is set, uploaded is saved, and as I already said, this file holds all the information including where the file is saved. So with the help this file will have all the information. As I said, the URL, we are just taking the URL from it. I am storing it into a variable, and from the variable I am passing the URL where it got saved. So as said, as a PHP developer, we have to use move uploaded file to a particular folder, but WordPress does it by its own with the help of this API. So we need to know where it is saved. So I'm getting this URL and passing it to the new table called comment meta, and in the comment meta it is stored as key. So this is key, this is value, which I have showed you in the start. So now a new function is written to save your image. So this is not enough. We need, as a developer, you should know, to save a file you need to have an attribute called encrypt type. By default this form doesn't have encrypt type. That means by default you can't upload image to it, but we can set it in this way. Set the form attribute as encrypt type multipart form data. So this is required whenever you upload a image through a form, or else it won't work either in PHP or any other backend usage. This attribute is required. So that's why manually setting up, when you find a form in the backend, just attach this attribute encrypt type multi-form type, and once it's done you'll find a new form, and this form will have encrypt type. I don't think I have to show you, but let me just show you how it is there. Is you need to it's there, encrypt type form data. Now what we need to do is we need to override this view. So how are we going to do it? So we need to create a folder called templates, and inside templates we have single hyphen product, and inside single hyphen product we need to have review.php. So we can get it from WooCommerce core file. So inside templates you'll find single product, then review.php. Just save it into our plugin. I have pressed Ctrl Shift S, reviews, template, single product, and then just paste it. So it got saved. Now what we need to do is we need to remove a section. So whatever we write here, we'll just remove it. We just need comment ID, we just need this part of text. Now we have to fetch those value which we have stored on the comment meta table. Since we have given the key, we can access it, we can access the value. Once we access the value, we'll just display the image. We'll just have an image, and once we have the image, we'll use this hook to have in the place where the comment text is. So we are just displaying these value in the comment text. So once this is set up, we need to show that we have overridden the review.php in our plugin. How are we going to do? We have already seen in the previous videos that we have a hook, and that hook is WooCommerce locate template, and I'm specifically saying whenever WooCommerce search for a template and if the template matches with my folder structure, then display this instead of the WooCommerce core file. So if WooCommerce looks for review.php, then show my file. So this is my plugin directory structure, and inside that this is the structure that we have created, and whenever WooCommerce looks for this review.php, show this file. That's what we have done here. And now you'll find the working plugin. So let's try giving file review and adding this image, give a review and click on submit. Once you submit, you'll find your review.php in action. So this is your review.php where you have this image, and it is replacing in the place where your comment text goes, not in any other place. Where your comment is, in that place only you will find your image gets displayed. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.